Right, here we will see the main menu of Minecraft. Now this video does already assume you already know how to install Minecraft at your own computer at home, but if you do need assistance on how to install that, please refer to our how to install Minecraft video linked in the description below. So, assuming you already have Minecraft started and launched and all that good stuff, and you're already here on the main menu, we need to create a world. So, let's go ahead and click on single player. We are going to create a new world, and we're going to leave all these options the same. We're going to leave it on survival mode, and we're going to create a new world. I'm just going to call this test. That's not that creative, but that's fine. I'm going to click on Create New World. And we're going to let Minecraft build our world. Now, the cool thing about Minecraft is everything inside of this world right here is generated by the computer. So no world is exactly the same, pretty much. So you may see something completely different from what I'm seeing right here on my screen. Here you can kind of see desert on one side, a couple hills on this side, couple trees on this side. I have some animals. Those look like sheep on this side. But, you know, everyone should have the sky up on top of them. Everyone should see the sun. And the cool thing about Minecraft is the sun always rises in the east and sets in the west, just like in real life. So I can kind of tell that this is east right here. But a quick note about Minecraft. Minecraft is what you would call a sandbox type of game. So one of the best things about Minecraft is that the player sets their own goals. If you want to build a house, you go ahead and build a house. If you want to explore and collect as much treasure as you possibly can, you go ahead and collect as much treasure as you possibly can. If you want to corral all the animals in the world and make a giant zoo, you go ahead and corral all of the animals in the world and create a giant zoo. But let's just learn about the basics right now. Alright, let's start exploring this fancy new Minecraft world of ours. Before we do that though, let's learn about some very basic movement controls. So, in order to move your head around, that should just be your mouse. So if you move your mouse up, your neck is going to move up. If you move your mouse down, your neck's going to move down. Right, left, etc. In order to move our feet, our legs, what we need to do is we need to press W to go forward, S to go back, A to move left, D to move right. So you're going to have to use both W, A, S, D, as well as the mouse in combination to kind of move forward and turn at the same time. So I'm going to kind of walk around these sheeps right here, kind of say hi to this guy right here. Now, if I want to jump, like if I'm stuck in this area right here, I can't move forward. Now I can't move forward because if I look down, oh no, there's a piece of dirt in my way. I need to jump and get on top of this. So in order to jump, I need to press the space bar on the keyboard. Space, jump, jump. Now, if I jump, I'm just jumping up and down, straight up and down. I need to hold my W key at the same time to move forward and jump so I can jump forward. Boom. So go ahead and practice that a little bit if you need to get used to that. Boom, jump, jump. I wonder if I can jump on top of this sheep. No, sheep's too tall. Or am I too short? I don't know. Alright, now that we know about some very basic movement controls, we know how to use our WASD keys to move our legs, how to use our mouse to move our neck. We know how to press spacebar to jump and how to not jump over sheep. Let's go ahead and learn about how to use our hands. So on the lower right hand side, you'll see my little hand right here. If I use my left mouse button, my left click, I'll be able to kind of hit stuff, just like that. So let's go ahead and let's actually cut some of this grass right here, or pull out some of this grass. This is looking kind of messy. So I'm gonna, oh look, a seed. I'll talk more about seeds later on, but I'm going to go ahead and start clearing out some things, just like this. For those of you curious, actually, if I, oh, we'll worry about that guy later on also. If I left click on a sheep, I will actually kind of hit it. If I want to punch the sheep, I can kind of do that too. Oh look, now the sheep actually dropped a few things. I'll show you how to do that as soon as I clear out some of this stuff right here. And let me just make this area look nice. That's good enough. All right, so as you can tell from earlier, I dropped a few things, or the sheep dropped a few things, and I picked it up. Now, on the lower part of the screen, you'll see a bunch of different things. You'll see hearts, you'll see pieces of meat, you'll see a green bar, and you'll see a bunch of little squares. Now, the hearts is my health. That represents how much damage I can take before I can't play anymore. The pieces of meat represents my hunger, and much like real life, I need to eat things in order to fill my hunger and do a lot of other things inside of Minecraft. The green bar represents my experience bar, and the more things I do, the more animals destroy, monsters I defeat, the more resources I find, the more experience I get, and that experience can be spent to activate a lot of other things in the future, which I won't really talk about right now. The squares on the very bottom represent my inventory. So the inventory is what I call my pockets. So I can use my pockets to hold a lot of different items, and right in here I have a bunch of seeds. I also have a gray wool. I also have some raw mutton from the sheep. Lamb? What's mutton from? Sheep or lamb? Anyway, in order to select different squares, I just need to use my mouse wheel to scroll up and down. Up, down, just like that. So the more I scroll down, the further down I go in my inventory bar, in my pockets. Now, if I don't have a mouse with a scroll wheel on top of it, then you can use the number keys on your keyboard, 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way through 9 to select different squares. So let me actually take this gray wool and let's learn how to place objects. We already know how to destroy objects by using our left mouse button to click and destroy different things. Now let's learn how to place an object. I'm going to place this gray wool. Let's make sure it's in our hands, again by using our scroll wheel to select that object. And let's go ahead and right click on the ground. Right click. And you can see how this piece of gray wool is already on the ground. Now let's go ahead and find some more pieces of blocks to place. If I want to destroy a piece of block and have that in my pockets, what I actually need to do is hold down my left mouse button. If I try to click on it, it's not going to break. It needs a little bit more damage in order for it to actually break. So I'm going to go ahead and collect a handful of blocks, just like this, and I'm going to place it down on top of this piece of wool right here. Again, right click in order to place it on top. Right click, right click, right click. Now you'll notice that if you try to right click on a spot super far away, it's not going to place. There is a limit to the distance on how far you can place an object. If I use my mouse to move down, you'll see this little black outline right here. That black outline indicates that I can place an object there. So if I right click now, I can place an object or a block just like that. So go ahead and take a few extra blocks, a few blocks of dirt, a few blocks of sand. Go ahead and grab a few of those things and kind of build something cool. I'm gonna try to build something here. There, it's a beautiful piece of art. So go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and move on to the next subject.